Hey guys, it's Grant and welcome back to another Grant at Work video. Today we are helping a company with their podcast for a recording shoot. As you guys know, help this company once in a while with their podcast every once a week. And this time they're doing a recording shoot at an open field scenery where there's like a sporting event going on. So today we got to set up all this camera gear here. You can see we got the following. We got two Canons we'll need to set up here on top of it, as well as a Sony. So the Sony is going to be better for the outdoor shots, and then the Canons are going to be better for the indoor shots. So that's the plan for that. And then we're also going to be able to walk around with actually the tripod, which we're currently using right now, to get interview shots. So that's currently the plan. I got all my gear. We're going to record everything to OBS on the laptop here, which has an RTX 5070. So that's more than enough GPU power to record all of our cameras at the exact same time and hook up our audio setup. Now for capturing the cameras, we're going to capture them on the micro SD cards, actually the SD cards in themselves. But we're also going to use some capture cards too, like a 4K-X and some Elgato 4K cam links, and connect everything that way. So that way we can carry everything onto OBS with the audio sources. That makes it easier for us to edit on post. But at the exact same time too, if something does go wrong, we have all the other cameras that actually mess with the record to onto directly, just in case. Like, let's say OBS has a bad audio problem, we'll still have the rest of the cameras, which is a last resort. We probably won't have the need of that though. And I have two mic kits. We have one mic kit we're using right now, which is a DJI mic kit for two people with one receiver. So we'll be able to connect that to OBS. But I think we're just gonna leave it on the DJI Action 4 for the timing, which we're using right now. And then we have a Cosmo mic kit, which is like four mics, one receiver. So for all of our guests, we can have all of them clipped on, hooked up, and then a little sound dampener with the actual what's it called, pop filter. That's gonna be the plan for the timing. Once the other guys get here, the other recording guy, we'll be able to set everything on up real quick, and it shouldn't hopefully take us too long, but we'll of course see what happens with that though. You get interested about YouTubers? Nice, what you do?
She really does kind of, so she basically either plays with puppies and makes games out of them. She takes her puppy, she grabs it in her hand, and just like fixes it.
Okay, that's cute. Honestly, that sounds like she loves her dog a lot. Everyone's curious about YouTubers nowadays. That's how it just be. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber. I think there's like a new job listing thing that shows like what career paths most people want to take. It used to be way different in the past. Now it's like YouTuber, streamer, and some other stuff. I don't remember the exact diagram, but it's funny how many kids now want to be YouTubers just because like it's such a fun looking job, even though there's a lot more work involved, but at the end of the day, it's cool. I also got this mic kit recently for like wireless mic and receivers where I can just clip on this mic here onto this, and it's so nice. So we'll probably use that here today as well. Okay, so we finally got everything set up for the podcast for the recording shoot. So all we need to do is start recording the boys. So we got the following. We got our first camera here for our Canon all set up, which is gonna give us a nice side angle. Same thing with the front one. Then we got our main co-host. We got our man, the myth, the legend, Mark here. Then we got Scott, the man, the myth. You ready for the recording shoot?
Let's do it.
So the other thing we're gonna have is everything here lined up, so that way this camera can pick it up. And then, of course, all the mics are connected to my laptop over there, which is then sending the audio from OBS into the speakers over there. You can actually see we have every single camera angle and also mic connected. So you can see this is our main mics. These are our camera audio tracks. We probably won't use these two, but I have them just in case. And then we have both camera angles for 1 and 2 being recorded. And all I do is just press record or tap the screen, and then we'll be chilling. And we got our cam links connected to everything with our 4K-X capturing the main capture card, main camera. And then we got, of course, the Quadcast for our quad microphone setup. And then I have another thing for the DJIs connected to this camera for walk around shots for interviews. The funniest part about the setup is just like this one capture card is just hanging in there for dear life for this recording shoot. Okay, so the recording shoot went really well. We got all the footage they wanted recorded. There were some minor things that I wasn't particularly too happy about, and there's some things I actually didn't get to catch on camera. I think that would have been kind of like fun to share with you guys real quick here. So first of all, speaker setup worked perfectly good. However, there was a little bit of feedback in the audio, which is not the worst in the world. It wasn't terrible, so it's not like gonna impact anything. The interview audio with the DJI Action 4 plus the actual microphones for the mic and receiver combo worked perfectly as expected. No surprise there. The only thing we had issue-wise was actually legitimately just connecting all the speakers. That was legitimately about it. I got that worked out, which was awesome. It's kind of a hassle more than it needed to be, but it was resolved. I'm gonna look into doing that better next time for the next shoot. And then the other thing with it is we actually had a Karen come up. So we were recording footage and B-roll for the kids and stuff like that. And of course, we're in a public area, so we should be good and stuff like that. And they're gonna have waivers signed out too for the kids, so that everything's gonna be signed by the parents to make sure everything's all good before like we post any of this stuff. But this one person was just like complete freak for no reason. Very interesting to say the very least. We were just recording some wholesome moments, and they kind of killed the vibe, so the other guys were not too interested in recording the rest of the shoot. But besides that though, the recording shoot went really, really well. So I'm really happy with everything. And all the guys were happy too. So they're just gonna work on improving it for next time, because this is really more their first time out recording shoot compared to me. I've done this before, like at CES, Germany, other places. So it's interesting to see how the client's going to adapt for his next shoot, because they probably will have us back next time around, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, this was more of a lean back video. You guys like this type of video? Do you not like this type of video? Let me know in the comments down below. If you did though, make sure to smash the like button, let me know that way, so you guys can see more of these, me recording for clients. But I'll see you guys for one. I'm off the clock.